And we walk in the same cadence. Yes, thank you for your love today.
Thank you,
and
Lord.
thank you for
thank
all
you,
the things that have come out, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
I pronounce a blessing of strength and endurance because it ain't over yet. And we haven't seen anything yet. There are yet atrocities to come. But get us ready.
Yes, Lord.
That we don't turn and run. But we face it. That we can defeat it. In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
No justice?
No justice.
Oh, you ain't hearing me. No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
Now grab your partner by the hand and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
No, say neighbor.
Neighbor.
I got you.
I got you.
We'll make it.
We'll make it.
Together.
Together.
And if you fall.
And if you fall.
I'll lift you up.
I'll lift you up.
And if I have to carry you.
And if I have to carry you.
I will carry you to victory.
To victory.
Now put your hands together.
Especially after that prayer, ladies and gentlemen. If I fall down these steps right here, I want to make sure that somebody's going to catch me, except for the cameraman. I don't want to break his camera. His camera looks very clean. How are we doing today? We're so glad everybody came here. You know, it only took 5 days for us to organize this rally. I want to bring somebody up right now. This is Barry Hill. Come on up now. Woo! Hey. In just a matter of days, an idea was sparked by Mary Hill. And she went on Facebook and said, you know what? Let's have ourselves a rally. Let's grab some hoodies, a couple of bags of Skittles, and let us, in unity and harmony, seek justice for Trayvon Martin.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you, because a lot of us were on Facebook, sitting at our desks, or laying in our beds, which however you get on the internet, and we commented on it. We said that it was an atrocity, that it was absurd, that a man would murder a young boy, 17 years old, late at night, and not have to face justice. I'm going to do it like this. I'm tired of holding this thing up. So we are glad that you all are here today. Who do we have up next? Let's bring our singer up. Let's bring Marilyn up. Come on up now. Oh, after Pastor? All right, well, who's up next, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Let me come on up. All right. He's coming up and he probably has a better megaphone than what I got? How are we going to do it today? Are we fired up today? Are we going to fight for justice today, ladies and gentlemen? I can't hear you. Are we going to fight for justice today, ladies and gentlemen? Just to be sure, and I want to put this in your ear, this is not the end of this demonstration. This is the beginning. This is the spark that will ignite the flame of justice, not just in Florida, not just here in Portland, but all around this nation. We're tired. We're tired of seeing our young people getting gunned down by vigilantes and those who do not feel that everybody else should have the rights that they have. And with that being said, are you ready? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
We are assembled today with thousands upon thousands across our nation, say to America and to the world that the voice of Trayvon Martin will not be silent, and it will not go away until justice is rendered. We stand today here on Peninsula Park in this historical moment in our nation, as we stood with Emmett Till in 1955, a young black boy that we got a white woman was brought out of his bed in Mississippi and then brutalized and hung and shot in the head. We stand today with Emmett Till and all of those from generation to generation that have fought against racism, those who have been blinded by racism. We stand today with those who continue to deny the humanity of black people and black men and women and children. We stand against those who violate our civil rights and civil liberties, against centuries of being targeted as black men, of being beaten, of being robbed and lynched because of the color of our skin and the fear in white supremacists' mind. We stand today on the shoulders of black men and women and children, people of all colors. Say no to racism. Say no to racial profiling. Say no to a double standard of justice.
Yes.
Say no to mistreatment. Say no to discrimination. Say no to those that would disrespect our humanity. We stand today. Are you able to say no against injustice?
No.
No against those who discriminate.
No.
No against racism.
No.
No against those who kill black men and women and children unjustly.
No.
We say no. We say no to those who killed Kendra James. We say no to those who have killed Jahar Perez.
No.
We say no to those who have killed Aaron Campbell.
No.
We say no to those who will hunt down and pursue a 17-year-old boy with Skittles in one hand and a tea in another hand. We say no to this injustice.
No.
We come to say today that we have fought in every war in
in this country. We have labor in every field in this country. We have built this country on our back. We have the whips on our back of generations to show that. Yet we still do not have justice. Yet we still are profiled. Yet we still are at the bottom of the ladder. We say to America today, we will never stop fighting for rights.
That's right.
We will never stop fighting for justice. We will never stop fighting for righteousness. We will never stop fighting for the dream of kingdom. We're on a mission. We're on a mission that has gone back 240 years. We're on a mission that has gone through the very heart of America. We come to say to America, we believe in the dream of Martin. We have gone too far. This nation has seen a resurgence of racism. Many of us believe in the election of a black president, that the nation will be in a post-racial era. But racism has come from under the surface. And we realize today that the battle goes on. The work is unfinished. So we pick up the banner and say we still will march for the dream of Martin. We still will fight for the dream of the beloved community. We have gone too far. We have bled too much. We have been beaten too much. We have taken oppression too much to let this dream stop. We believe in the dream of Martin. We will not stop until the soul of America is redeemed. We will not stop until justice reigns like a voice throughout this nation. We will not stop until the voice of Trayvon is heard throughout this nation. And history will write, there's the people that kept coming until they changed the face of America. What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want it?
Now!
Test, test. Can you hear me? Yeah. Good morning, good people. Good morning. Good to see the sun came out for us today. I went to school in Chicago, and one of my great joys and sorrows of going to school in Chicago was the time I met with Emmett Till's mother. Wow. One of my great joys and one of my great sorrows was my time meeting with Emmett Till's mom. How many people here know who Emmett Till is? If you don't know who Emmett Till is, you see those people with their hands up, you talk to them. Because I made a promise to his mama. I made a promise that we would not forget her son, who was murdered in grotesque ways. And we are together today to say we will not forget Emmett Till. What? We will not forget Emmett Till.
No!
We will not forget Trayvon Martin.
That's right.
Now, as a mom of 3 sons, all around Trayvon's age, all of whom wear hoodies all the time, I cannot imagine the pain of burying one's own child. I will not forget that one of my sons is more likely to get shot or hurt by a police officer because he's a son that's black. I cannot, as a white person, forget that I have a role in this work. This is not going to happen until white people get involved. How many white people out there? Raise your hand. We will not forget you rose your hand. So one more thing we won't forget, and that's this vision of beloved community. Look around you. We got beloved community right here. All the ages, all the stages, all the colors, all the culture. Let's not forget what it feels like to be together on this. Now, we heard some names of people in our community, like Trayvon Martin, who have died as a result of racial violence. Let's hear some more. Keep nodding. More. That's right. Keep it up. Keep it up. Who else? Somebody knows them. Let us not forget these.
Lord Stevenson.
Right.
Okay.
We lift up these names to you, God, with our promise that we will not forget them. We will not forget what this looks like, what this feels like when people who care come together and take a stand against racial profiling and racial violence. And so let me tell you, just as I promised Mrs. Till that I would not forget her son, we here together, we have to make that promise that we're not going to stop fighting, we're not going to stop standing up till we finally see justice in this land. Amen.
Amen.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Somebody say justice.
Justice.
Now.
Now.
Justice.
Justice.
Now.
Now.
If we think Portland is different than any other state, we're sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
Every young black man is at risk to be shot down like they are nobody. But we want some what?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Just because a young black man has a hoodie on his head does not mean he's suspicious.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just because a young black man is walking around at night does not mean he is suspicious.
That's right.
If I, a black man, would have shot a white boy, I would be in prison right now. I would be in jail right now. But what do we want?
Justice.
It's not just about Florida, it's about Oregon.
That's right.
It's about Portland.
That's right.
We've seen too much. We've seen too much, and it will happen if we don't stand up as a community and say, enough is enough. We've had enough. We've had enough of these people thinking that a black man's life means nothing. A black man needs to have life just like anybody else. Enough is enough. Come on, help me say enough.
Enough
Is enough.
is enough.
We're not going to stop
Not gonna stop
until we get some justice.
till we get some
We're
justice.
not going to stop
We're not gonna stop
until we hear from God.
until we hear from God.
God is going to give us some justice in this. We're depending on the Almighty God to bring it to the light. Every one of those racist individuals and persons, they're going to be exposed for who they are.
Yeah.
Hiding behind corporate debts, hiding behind their uniform. We want some justice. When do we want it?
Now.
Come on, when do we want it?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
We're not going to stop until we receive some justice. If that man Zimmerman does not go to jail, we all are in trouble.
Yeah.
He needs to be behind bars now. Now.
Now.
It will happen again and again if we don't stand up for justice. Let's rally together. Let's get together until we receive someone.
Justice.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all looking beautiful. Y'all beautiful.
God bless Trayvon Martin. I want to say to everybody, these people that killed Trayvon Martin, this guy, this is what's going on in America right now with simple-minded thinking, racism, and we really need to stop fooling ourselves and start educating ourselves and start helping each other.
Yes.
My name is Don L. Andros. I was peacefully protesting with Occupy. I'm an activist. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was peacefully protesting with 500 protesters. 480 Caucasians, 12 Hispanics, and maybe 5 people of color Africans. I was the first person hit by a police officer. The first person hit. And out of 500 people, I was the only person arrested. I want everybody to hear my story for the simple fact that I was targeted. And we all must stick together, and at the same time, we all have to come up with a situation where whoever is a criminalist, is somebody who claims to be a crime watch person, but for police officers to hit people who are peacefully protesting, that it will not be tolerated.
No.
Whenever you guys get done the marching, you want to talk with me, I'm with an organization that started an organization to protect ourselves. God bless all, and God bless Trayvon Martin, God bless Marley Graham, God bless Dr. Martin Luther King, and God bless every man, I don't care what color you are, that wants to peacefully protest and defend yourself. God bless. God bless you.
So are you ready? How y'all feeling?
Woo.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
No, wait. What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Not later. But
Now.
not tomorrow. Right?
Now.
Not free socks, but we want.
Justice.
Not a free CD, we want.
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
Lou, are you ready, sir? Yes, I am. Come on now. About 26 days ago, I woke up to a message that this is taking place. Can you hear me? No. Okay, how's that? Is that a little better? All right. About 26 days ago, I woke up to a message that this incident had taken place. And you know, the problem that I had is I knew exactly what was going on in some ways. How many of you folks here remember having the talk? All those black guys out there who had the talk, where your mom or your dad said to you, you know what's going to happen to you. You know what's going to happen. You know what kind of things you're going to run into. This is what you're going to need to worry about. Not just the folks who are in uniform who are doing something like this, but now some self-described vigilante. That's what we saw take place. I can't begin to tell you, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time up here, but I can't begin to tell you how many times I've just stopped. Okay. And found myself trying not to just cry. Because the fact is, this is a continuation of things a lot of us have seen for decades. I'm old enough to have been a little kid when Emmett Till died, but I was living in Louisiana at the time. So everyone talked about it. Yeah, I can give you an age. I was 5 years old at the time. So when you look at what's going on right now, and you see the people here, we need to make sure that we're doing more than a march, more than a rally. We need to have the rally. This is an important thing to do, but we've got to do a whole hell of a lot more than this.
Yeah.
Okay? This is not just because when we have bills in the legislature that will try to do the same kind of thing that they think is allowing this to take place, we need to have you down there saying no.
Yes.
Because in fact, we are going to have those kinds of bills. And we have folks who are saying those kinds of ideas now. And we need to make sure that people are saying, no, we're not going to allow this kind of thing to continue. We need to have you down there. I need to have every one of you down there. And when things start to come up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get away from this mic because there's a lot of folks who want to talk. But I want to thank you all for being out here. This makes a big difference to everyone.
Let them know how to contact you so they can know when to come down.
Okay, there's an easy way online. It's Lew Frederick, LEWFREDERICK.org. That's the best way to contact me. And I have a meeting the second Saturday of every month at Reflections Coffee Shop, right over here, at 9 o'clock. You are welcome to come. I don't know if we can fit all of you in there. But you are welcome to come. Thank you very much.
Love you. My name is Gregory Gudger, and I'm a lawyer here in Portland, Oregon. There's a rap song, and I'm a little bit old for a whole bunch of raps, but there's a line in the rap song that says, I'm a stereotype, so I fit the description.
Louder.
Now, on Thursday in the Oregonian, there was an article in the national section of the paper that talked about a rally for Trayvon in Florida. And on the other page, next to it, there was a smaller article about Jackson, Mississippi, where these young white men, racist white men, boys they were, decided that for that weekend in June 26th, that they were going to go out and beat up a black man. And they drove over to Jackson, Mississippi, and they found themselves a black man. And not only did they beat him, but they ran him over with their truck. June 26, 2011. Stereotype. You fit the description. He didn't have on a hoodie. He was a middle-aged man. So that hoodie didn't matter. He wasn't walking in a neighborhood that some people didn't think he belonged in. That didn't matter. The fact of the matter is that there's a disease in this country that can only be eradicated by the power of these people, the power of you, the power of me, to demand that justice be done. Now, the article in Mississippi about the event in Mississippi talked about how this young white racist man was convicted, and I believe he's serving 2 life sentences.
Good.
We need to demand that justice be done here, because the justice system can't work, but we got to make it work.
Yeah.
We got to make it work. So I'd like to give my prayers to Trayvon's family, my condolences at their loss, and indeed my condolences at our loss. Not only because of who he was, but who he could have been. Who he could have been. Our future is only as bright as the eyes of our children. And we need to preserve that light. And by being here today and demanding that justice be done in this situation, you are indeed making sure that light shines bright. Thank you.
on behalf of my country and on behalf of the Hispanic community, I would like to give my condolence to all the black community, to the mothers, to the fathers, to the children. What happened, we have not tolerated. I was told that it was a Hispanic man who killed a black young man. That's not okay. I'm ashamed that it was our kids. It is our children who are getting killed. We need to stop this. This man needs to be arrested.
Yeah.
And now, I was watching a show and I could not believe what I was hearing. I went online and I started reading what Gerardo Rivera stated. I didn't know if it was my English that I was not understanding what I was reading. But no, my English is good. And what I was understanding was because he had a hoodie, he got killed. Well, we should not wear hoodies. No, he got killed because he is black. Our black kids and our brown kids are getting killed. Let's not forget that. And that it needs to stop. Thank you.
You want me to hold that for you? Hey, thanks. He's talking.
Oh, okay. My name is Donna Maxey. I didn't wear one hoodie, I wore three. And I bought my Skittles and tea, too. I would like to invite all of us who are concerned here to do a couple of things. It's easy to come to a march and feel like you've done enough. You haven't. We need to donate some money to the cause. There is a website, and Mary's going to post it on her page, to donate to the parents. All over the country, they're doing it. In New York City, they were calling it the Million Hoodie March. We need to be supportive financially. Trayvon is not the first child. I started teaching 42 years ago. I've taught a bunch of Trayvon. And I'd like to see a bunch more go through. Now, we don't always have faith in our children. Come on, be honest about that. But each one of them is potential to be a President Obama. And it really struck me when Obama said he could be my son. Because if you look at Trayvon, he looks an awful lot like the president. And I can feel the president sharing his restraint in his message. And I was texting with Sharon Gary Smith today, who's one of the leaders here in Portland, and she was saying she hoped that someone would talk about this, about the fears that mothers have had for years for our sons, our fathers, our uncles, our cousins, the fears that we have for our children. We need to do something about it. As a result of wanting to do something about it, I started Race Talk, and I'm working with McMenamin Kennedy School, and we do it every second Tuesday. Please come. We will be talking about issues of race every month. We've been doing it for a year. If you come, we will tell you some other activities that you can get involved in. Because there's a great Pfeiffer cartoon, Jules Pfeiffer. He said first they came for the Jews. Then they came for the Jehovah's Witnesses. Then it kept going, and it kept going. And then they came for his neighbors. And then they finally came for him, and there was nobody to help him. Don't wait until they come for you. Let's do something about this now. Thank you.
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What megaphone in my hand. Ready? Come on up here, bro. What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
My name is Jamal Wade. I grew up in Portland, Oregon. I grew up in this neighborhood and other neighborhoods like it all over the city. Right now, we come together because we all found out that Trayvon Martin got shot dead a month ago. We all was like, damn, that could be me. That could be my neighbor. That could be somebody I know. And we picked this moment to come together. I remember in this park when I was little, it didn't take Trayvon Martin for us to get together. We could come together and be in the park and be a community all the time. Stop waiting until Trayvon Martin dies before we come together as a community. It don't take another killing for us to enjoy the park. It don't take another Trayvon Martin for us to congregate in the spirit of justice.
Yes.
In the spirit of justice. That's why we are here. It is not an anomaly that Trayvon Martin got killed. Trayvon Martin made the news. Oh, it's many more like him that have not made the news.
Yes. Very true.
It's many more across the nation that have not made the news.
Yeah.
It's many more in Oregon, across Oregon. Not just black people. White people get shot dead too. That have not made the news. We are here not in the spirit of black power, but in the spirit of justice that knows no color.
Yes.
It's not about color. Yeah. What this is about is the spirit of justice in the name of community. What are we going to do? We're going to wait until it happens again before somebody wants to organize something and when we want to come to Peninsula Park?
No.
I'm trying to wait and see why we ain't got the police here. Why can't they come and be they part of the community too?
Yes.
Where they at?
Yes.
No, I'm trying to see the day when my sons can come play softball with the police in the park.
Yes.
The same police that's doing the community policing. We need them. We need them. Let another one get emboldened. Like George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman just said, I'm going to do it. Because he believed in it. He did what he wanted to do. And that institution supported him. They said, go on home. Go on home. We got you. You know why? Because they knew that the community was weak. They knew. And now we're rallying all across the nation. So I just want to say this in closing. Let's not wait until another Trayvon Martin comes. We got all this summer. This city is known for parks. When I grew up, we had things like the neighbor fair. That's right. I remember when JW had, understand me, the end of the summer jam. The beginning of the summer jam. And there was communities and barbecues, white and black.
That's right.
We know Portland. We know Portland is a white and black city. We know it. But we got to bring it back. We got to bring it back.
Yes.
We got to bring it back. Because if we don't, somebody else is going to do it. Somebody else, and then we're going to be standing up here again talking about poor Trayvon. Let's show a strong community this summer. Let's represent. Let's stand up with community so there won't nobody come by the park. There's been too many mamas and daddies. There's been too many strong men at the park for somebody to come by and want to shoot somebody.
Yes.
There's been too many families in there. See, we want to hang out in our coffee shop. We want to be over here. We don't want to come together. But when we come together, we're strong. We got to do it for our city so it don't happen here.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he was our organizer, woman that started this movement right here, Miss Mary, she got something she wants to say. Give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Love you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm not an attorney. I'm not a congresswoman. I'm a mother. I have sons. I have daughters. And I'm angry. We need, as a community, to teach our kids the importance of voting. Register. Take them to register at 18. Let's vote. How many of us never heard of stand your ground law? Before Trayvon, how many of them? They sneaked it in under our noses.
Yeah.
We need to be a part of this system. We are not powerless. Okay? We are a community. Like this last man said, let's start showing it. Yeah. To the event, the black community, we need to stand up. How many of us hear these stories on the news over and over and over again? And call up sister girl, did you hear about it? We done did this time and time again, and I'm tired of it. No more. No more. Sit on my couch and rant at the news.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done. We fight.
Yes.
We fight.
Woo.
For our sons. I see you, Caleb. Grant, Caleb, Khalil, I see you. This is for you today. This is for our sons, for our daughters. We will not let them be victimized. We will give them the power. We will educate them. We will show them our love. Please, Portland, please, do not let it stop here. Do not let it stop here. Please vote. Every vote is important. Every vote. Do not let today be the end of your action.
Yeah.
We have to get this together. We have to get this together. Trayvon's family, I know they probably won't see us in poor little Portland, Oregon, but we are grieving with you. We are mourning with you. We will forever have his memory in our hearts.
Yes.
I am a changed woman forever. I will never be the same.
No.
This Zimmerman, he needs to be locked up.
Yes.
I don't understand why 30 days after this young man's murder, he is still free. Let the man change. Sign the petitions. Sign the petitions. You can look on our event website page. We have his address. We have the petition. We're going to submit our petition to change.org. Okay, they're the ones that have 1.3 million signatures, people. More than any other signature, any other petition ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
We did this. Please don't give up. Fight. Fight, Portland. Fight.
Yes.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Fight. Fight. Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight. Fight. Fight.
Fight.
Fight.
Fight. Fight.
Y'all are beautiful. How many of y'all actually brought skills today? Now be sure to save those rappers, okay? Be sure to save the rappers. And if you have a rapper, make sure to see me because I'm going to keep those rappers and I'm going to send them to somebody. I don't know who just yet. I've got ideas. But it's going to go to somebody important. Somebody is hopefully going to make sure that George Zimmerman goes to jail for an extraordinarily long time.
Yes.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
Senator for District 3, that I'm in this campaign to win it for each and every one of you. First, last night I watched Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew said this. He thought that he did not have to make apologies for the racist acts that occurred in America in his thoughts. But when this happened, he changed his whole dichotomy in terms of the fact that we are not just talking about Trayvon. Trayvon has been personalized. We're talking about racism.
Yes.
We're talking about race. And we're talking about the need and the discussion of race in order for us to be able to move forward. We must have this discussion. In America, we are in denial about racism. As we listened to the people talk last night on the radio and the TV, they spoke almost, it's got to be justice. It's got to be this. It's got to be, no, it is racism.
Yes.
And you need to confront racism together. You need to create an action that deals with the racist attitudes of this institution we call America. Only in America can you come as an immigrant and become an American. But you can't go to Korea and become a Korean America. You can't do it. But you can do it on this soil. This is precious to us, and people want to come from all over the world to be in America. But if America is based on racism, if we do not have the discussion of race, we are going to fight a losing battle. We need your support. Our candidates that are standing that are going to be coming up here for you are here to represent you, not the establishment, not the trillionaires, not those people. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our struggle. And now we are all the 99%.
Yes.
We are all the 99%.
Yes.
There is no middle class anymore. There's only black and white. And we need to sit down and have this discussion.
Yes.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
We have a 20-year-old who is running for mayor. Let me say that again. We have a 20-year-old that is running for mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is any one person here that represents the hope of the future, it is this young man right here. And I will tell you why. How many 20-year-olds have you seen run for mayor? Not just in the city of Portland, but just anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron, stage the door.
I'm here for justice. Because in America, we have blood on our hands. And whether it's foreign or domestic, that blood mostly comes from dark skin. This is a tragedy. And it's not just because George Zimmerman is running away as a free man. This is a tragedy because I can still be the next Trayvon Martin. That anybody, any young black male in this crowd can be the next Trayvon Martin. We have to change these laws. And we have to change this racist society. Because I don't have it within me to bring a child into this world to deal with the pain, the fear, and the sadness that I have living here. I love you all. And I want you to be a community. And I want you to stay together. Because this isn't over. Let your pain, let your emotion transform into action.
Yes.
Please, bring justice for all. Thank you.
Woo!
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Kelvin Hall, and it's all been said, but I want to say just a few words. First, I want this young man to come right here. When I look over this sea, it's beautiful, because the first tactic of those who have power is to turn it into a black and white issue.
This is not a black and white issue. It is a constitutional issue. We stand unified. We stand unified. Black and white. You're not going to divide us as a strategy. I want to thank Teresa. Irrespective of who you're going to vote for city council, let's bring Teresa up to thank her for calling to conscience this event.
Yes.
The point that I want to make today is that this is a policy issue. This is a policy issue. We've got to have a representative bureaucracy, which means that we have folks that are from this crowd at the state, county, city level. We have folks from this crowd in positions to dictate and create policy. Nowhere in this universe should there be a process where you don't have to go to a justice system for impartial and an impassionate finding of the facts. This current law has to be changed. It has to be knocked out. It has to be sent back to the grave by which it came from.
Yeah.
To simply look at this shooting and its total is not enough. We got to look at the $1 billion club that created a foundation that authored this legislation that allowed an unjust policy to give a sense of security to someone that said, I can shoot and I don't have to be held accountable. That's right. Today is special. We've had lots of rallies in this state, but today the message is clear that this location, here in this part, will be the place that we come to lend our voice to the nation, to lend our voice to what happens in our region, when we want to fight for justice, when we want to stand up for the greatest right, which is to stand up for dissent when the Constitution doesn't represent a shared community. So I want to salute all of you for being here today. Because you said, but your presence today says it's not about black, it's not about white, it's about a shared community. Right. It is about a shared community. It is about not allowing manufactured facts, but getting to finding the facts. It is about ensuring that those folks who are in City Hall in our city and in other states understand that you cannot stand silent and have policies that allow manufactured actions to destroy a community.
Yes.
It is about policy. But today we sent the message, you're not going to divide us. You're not going to divide us.
Yeah.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
You know, Rod over there said that part of the reason that Trayvon was murdered was because he was wearing a hoodie. That is a damn lie. Think about a person that wears a hoodie. An old woman taking a jog on Saturday morning wears a hoodie. The Trailblazers wear hoodies.
Yeah.
B-boys and B-girls wear hoodies. Monks wear hoodies. Nuns wear hoodies. How in the world can you say that a hoodie is responsible for the murder of a young 17-year-old boy? You have lost your mind. You have absolutely lost your mind and tried to take away the focus from what needed to be focused upon. A man murdered a boy in cold blood because he fit a description of what a criminal looks like. I see a lot of people out here and I don't see near one criminal. I see a lot of hoodies though.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody robbing a store. I don't see anybody robbing a gas station. I don't see anybody assaulting somebody in an alleyway. These are people. Your clothes do not dictate your actions, and for the fact of the matter, I don't think George Zimmerman wore a hoodie when he murdered Trayvon Martin. So, as far as I'm concerned, concerned, Geraldo Rivera can go box himself. Let us defend our young people. Speaking of young people, we have a father ready to come up on stage. Mr. Otis, please, come and join us. Very worthy. My name is Fred Bryant. I'm the father of Keaton Otis, who was shot 23 times May 12th, 2010. 22 times sitting in his car with a seatbelt on. Driving down the street, minding his own business.
Murder.
With a hoodie on. And they said he looked like a gangster. They wrote it. He looked like a gangster. Of course. And I'm going to tell you how bad they lied. First of all, my heart goes out to this family. When I heard about this, it took me all the way back to my son. It made me angry that once again, another generation will not make another generation. It's unfair. It's not right. People come to me and say, well, I didn't hear about that. People, I'll tell you why you really didn't hear, because they did not want to broadcast it too much.
Yeah.
I will tell you that it took them a week to come find me. I am a resident. I am in DMV. I am a citizen. I pay taxes. You couldn't find me? Bull.
Yeah.
It was to get their story together.
That's right.
Okay? I read 600 and some odd pages of crap. I told the Department of Justice to their face, don't come up in here giving us fluff. Do the right thing. Okay? I've been talking to them since August. Okay? What I know to be true is that my son never shot a gun. He did not have a gun.
Yeah.
He did not shoot nobody. How can you shoot somebody if you're yelling, my hands are up? How do you do it? Videos don't lie. Videos don't lie. You're going to believe with your eyes and your ears and ears. My son said I had my hands up and those police officers said, let's do it. And they shot him. And they know I know this. All these months, I've been alone. Okay? Alone. Oh, I've asked for help, but the lawyers don't want to touch it because the police get to make their own story. The damn grand jury ain't for us. It's for them. The city is going to protect the police at any cost. No matter what.
Yep.
So you better get it right. See, they know that I know. And they don't bother me. You know why? Because I'm coming at them. I'm coming at them.
Woo.
I know what you did. And I walked and sat there and looked at my son and saw what they did to him. They tased him 3-4 times. Continuously. My son was beat while sitting in his car in a seatbelt. They tried to snatch him out. They said they stopped him because he crossed 2 lanes of traffic without signaling. Okay, that's a traffic citation. Not a felony stop.
Yes.
Not 50 cops. When you say let's do it, that's premeditated murder.
right.
You have already thought about what you're going to do.
Yep.
And you have went through with it. I'm not done.
No.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
I'm just letting you know you ain't the only one anymore.
No.
We are here with you. Let justice be served.
Yes.
I got two gentlemen who just as well could have been Trayvon Martin. Two young men that wanted to come out and talk to y'all today. How we doing? Are we good?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I need to hear more from you. How are we doing? Are we here for justice, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
We are not going to stop until it is served upon those who it needs to be served upon. You ready to go, man?
My name is Shannon Webb, and I attend Jefferson High School. I'm 17. As you can see, I'm a black male. I'm in pretty. As you can see, I'm a black young man in a hoodie. I just want to know, will I have to worry about getting shot on my way home today? And I also would like to know, like, how long will these laws be a wall for people like Zimmerman to hide behind? How long will we have to face injustice? When I first heard the story, I was like, okay, like, sad story, somebody got shot. But when I heard the extent of, like, the tapes and everything, it just really hit home because I realized, like, when I looked in the mirror, I am Trayvon Martin.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
My name is Kelsey Turner. I'm also a student at Jefferson High School. And it's known for being a tool of discrimination. And the way I see it, I'm 17. He's 17. I'm black. He's black. Sharon's 17 and he's black. I don't feel like I should have to walk home every day with my tail between my legs because I think someone's going to come from the corner and shoot me just because of color of my skin.
Yeah.
When I knew that we had to wear a hoodie, I seen the posters in the school, and I knew we had to wear hoodies today, and I wore a hoodie of Ninja Turtles because some days I wish I could go back in time to the days where I was a little kid and I didn't have to worry about these problems. I don't have to worry about me being almost a grown man and people feel like they have the right to shoot me. And those are the days I miss the most. And I have a little brother who just started high school. And I pray for him almost every night because I know the things that could happen to him. And I'm not a teacher. I'm not a dad. I'm not a mom. I'm a son. And I know if I was gone, I don't know what my mom or my little sisters would do. And so this story is like, it's crazy. This based on the fact that this has been going on for way too long, and we actually need to do something now to stop it. And we can't let this continue at all. Yeah. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Are you all fired up? Are you all fired up?
Yeah.
Are you all fired up?
Yeah.
We got a lot of people here today.
Yeah.
I know some big brothers out there. Where y'all at? Where y'all at too? Hey, all right. We also got somebody from the Urban League. Mitch, come on down. I know you want to say something.
Good morning. I stand here today as a mother who has also given her son the talk. How many of us have sent our sons out and watched the clock? Watched the clock past 8, past 9, past 10, and wondering whether we're going to see our children Trayvon Martin. Imagine the mother and father of Trayvon Martin looking at the clock and wondering whether their son was going to come home, and realize the tragedy, the unimaginable tragedy of a parent who knows that they will never see that child again. I also want to say that, there is more than one way to kill a child. You can kill a child with more than bullets. You can kill a child if that child doesn't have a future. And so many of our children have no future. So many of our children do not graduate from high school. So many of our children languish without employment. 40% of young people in this city are unemployed. So many people, so many of our children are incarcerated. There are more than one way to kill a child. You can kill a child with more than bullets. Right. So I urge you today, don't go home. Don't go home and think that we have showed our solidarity with the Martin family and it's done. We need to embrace the children right here in Portland. We need to get involved. Policies are being made every single day behind closed doors that affects the future of our children.
Yeah.
So please get involved. Lou Frederick talked about the policies that are being made in Salem every day. We want to see you. We want to see you walking those halls, because the future of our children is at stake. So thank you for coming out today, and just keep being involved. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Thank you.
Are you all fired up?
Yeah.
Are you all fired up?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got somebody who wants to sing to y'all today. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Y'all ready to hear the Black National Anthem?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready? You've been so patient. You just sitting there chilling. Just laying off in the cut. You're here now. All right? I want to hear you sing. Y'all want to hear you sing?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Marilyn Keller. Hello, everybody. My name is Marilyn Keller, and I've lived here in Portland for 32 years. And yes, I was part of the end of the summer jam here with J.W. Friday. Actually stood on this gazebo and sang with a band called Velvet. If you remember that band, I was that lady singer. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere soon. And I want you to know that this is not the end of this today. Over on the corner of Northeast 15th and Knott Street is a Lutheran church called Augustana Lutheran. I've been there every Sunday night that I've been in town with a jazz gospel worship, and I've not seen any of you there. For 20 years we've been there, lifting the name of Jesus, using the music that God gave us to spread the word and the message. And now we're coming out to the community because it's got to stop. We know one way that we can make a change is to connect with each other and connect with the powers that be to make the decisions that affect our lives. You can't sit back and allow somebody to make decisions for you and accept that every single day of your life without doing something to affect that change yourself.
Yes.
If you do, you are to blame for whatever happens to you. If you want change, you have to make it yourself. You need to start campaigning for Lou Frederick, for Teresa Rayford, for everyone that's running for office here, locally and regionally, statewide, nationally. You need to get up and campaign for President Barack Obama, who, yes, contrary to all opinions, does have your best interest at heart. Okay? And if he doesn't, you should have it, and you should try to put somebody in office that will have it.
Yes.
So, I sat back and I listened. This song actually should have been sung at the beginning of this rally,
And I think we would have had just a little bit more fire in our hearts and our minds. We come from a people that survived slavery. We are here because they survived.
Yes.
And the reason they survived is because they believed that they were deserving of life. Life given to them by God. So anyone that does not believe that we are here now because of a God, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. The only reason we are standing here today as an African American community, black community, colored community, is because God chose us to survive. I will always believe that, and you will hear it in my voice. Touch someone right now as I sing this song. And if you know any of the words, sing them with me. If you don't know the words, go online, get the words, learn the words. Father, in the name of heaven, lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. This is the second verse. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chasing rod. Felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over the way that with it has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past to now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. And this is the basis of our belief. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on our way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light. Keep us forever in the path we pray. Bless our feet straight from the places, our God, where we met Thee. Bless our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we forget Thee. Shadows beneath the heart, may we forever stand true to
make sure that justice is brought, not just for Trayvon, but for anybody. Testing? But for anybody who has been a victim of injustice all across this nation and the worldwide. We have seen over the past couple of years that a worldwide revolution has happened. People are tired of being mistreated. They are tired of oppression. They are tired of injustice, and we here are united with them.
That's right.
Ain't that right, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Are y'all still here with me?
Yes.
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want it?
Now!
Good morning, everyone. My name is Blake Dye. I'm here as a concerned citizen of Oregon. 3,000 miles away, a young man was hunted down and assassinated. Another Black Lives Lost. My name is Blake Dye. I'm here as a concerned citizen. 3,000 miles away, a young black man was hunted down, gunned down, and murdered. Another Black Life Lost. We're all angry about this. We've got to find a way to figure out what are our next steps. I need for my brothers to come together on Tuesday at SDI at 6 o'clock. We've got to figure this out. We've got some young men that we've got to raise. We've got young boys that we've got to raise. We've got to do more than be angry. We've got to find good. Our lives black men. They find reasons to incarcerate us. They find reasons not to spoil us. They find reasons not to educate us. And we've got to stop this foolishness now. Join me at SDI at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Brothers, let's talk about this. If you're concerned about the lives of black men, come and let's talk about this. We've got to move this conversation forward. We've got to do more than sit here and breathe. We can't let another Trayvon happen. We've got to stop this foolishness now. Meet me Tuesday at 6 o'clock, brothers, and let's work this out.
Justice! Justice!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
Good evening, everybody. I'm no politician. I'm just another hoodie.
All right.
Something happened 3,000 miles away. I got everybody here all stirred up. But there's something happening in our city every weekend that has to be said. There's something that has to be said about. If we can't stop killing ourselves, how can we expect somebody else to be mad about it one of us ain't?
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I see some of y'all gangsters out here. I know y'all. I'm street too. Bloods, we gotta link up with the Crips. Crips, we gotta embrace the Bloods.
Right.
It's the only way we're gonna overcome, y'all. When I was growing up, J-Dub being my dad, half of the thugs out here looked at me like they a little hungry. Then I got raised up on the other side of MLK. So they started looking at me a little different. But I'm here to tell y'all that I'm the same dude, y'all. We got to bring back the love. Because that's what's missing. Why everybody out here, you know, you worried about why he did it and this and that, it's because the love is missing. We don't love nobody, that's why he say love that shit, that's true. It all starts at home, y'all. If we don't start making a difference right here in our own community, we ain't got nothing to say about what's going on in Florida.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Come on, show the love today. Show the love today. Show the love today. Show the love. Every black man, embrace your son. Embrace your daughter. You've said it time and time again, the things we've done in the past, we can do it again. We can do it again, but we can't do it by ourselves. It'll take everybody. Death doesn't care about color.
or aid or financial consideration. It's just that time, Portland, to update yourself. The Bible says this, and I'm getting out your way. We got to remember from whence we have fallen. We got to remember that. From whence we have fallen. Let me hear you say, remember?
Remember
Where we come from.
where we come from.
Because if we don't remember our past, we are doomed to repeat it. And I've buried enough of our young children in this city, along with Dr. Haynes and Pastor Wisner and so many other pastors in this city. It's a sorrow to lay a baby down. Like I told you in my prayer earlier, when I heard that father say, my son went to the morgue and his shooter went home, you know something was wrong. That's why you're out here today.
Yes.
And until we wake up, and my son just said it, for all of us, Crips, Bloods, you got to remember this, Crips and Bloods. It was an empty crypt when they went to look for Jesus. And it was the blood that he shed on Calvary that gives us an opportunity to come again. We got to acknowledge our sins and repent. Turn from our wicked ways. And that's when God will hear our prayer and heal the land. I love all of y'all out here. We can do this thing. I'm on Facebook, JW Friday on Facebook. We're bringing back the Community Unity Jam this summer. We're bringing it back. Those who know about it. We're bringing it back. So if you hit me up on Facebook, put Community Unity Jam. Let me hear you say Community Unity Jam. I see my brothers from the Nation of Islam over there. Wave your hands, y'all. Wave your hands, y'all. We got a contract. Our contract is Christian brothers with the Nation of Islam. We call it chicken and bean pie on the same day. Chicken and bean pie on the same plate.
That's a good meal.
Because we have work to do together. So hit me up via Facebook, Community Unity Jam, and I'll get back to you. Put your phone number in there. But if you put your phone number, put it in the email perspective. Don't write it on the wall. We're going to keep it decent and in order, but we're going to get together, and let's do this in getting together. As my brother said, 6 o'clock on Wednesday, on Tuesday at SCI. Hit me up. We'll have another date. We'll get together to continue to work this out. We can't do it without everybody. The police, everybody.
Yes.
Because we all suffer in the midst of this. God bless you. God keep you is my prayer. Come on, show some love for everybody out here.
Yes.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Now.
Oh, y'all are beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause again.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. How many mothers do we have out there?
Raise your hand.
Y'all raise your hands high. Raise them high. Y'all are the greatest gift to this world that anybody has ever seen.
Yes.
Oh, y'all have man. That's a hard job. And it's even harder being a mother having to bury your own child.
Right.
If I was a parent, and heaven forbid that I lose my child, I don't know what I'd do. Especially if I lost it at the hands of some kind of vigilante who reads too many Punisher comic books. We got a mother coming up right now, ladies and gentlemen. You ready? It's all yours.
Good morning. My name is Syria Walker, and I'm the mother of an 8-year-old son. I remember when he was born, my grandfather said, you need to raise him and let him know he is a black male and will struggle for the rest of his life. And at the time, I didn't really think about it. I was like, okay, well, all right. And understand that I went to a predominantly white school through middle school, high school, and then college, and then my college was in the military. And they sent me out. I got bussed out to Southeast Portland to protect me. And that was because they wanted to keep me from experiencing the racism that they did. And I love my parents deeply. I love my grandparents. But all that did was keep me naive until I reached my 30s. I'm 35 now. And my eyes have been opened so much since I have become an adult and have seen the racism, the hidden racism that we as a black community face on a regular, everyday basis. My son, I kept reading about Trayvon Martin. So I was seeing the post on Facebook, and I didn't read it. I didn't want to. I was like, I'm not doing this to myself, because all it's going to do is enrage me and make me, excuse my language, pissed. And finally, 2 or 3 nights ago, I read all the posts. I listened to the 911 calls. I read everything, and I am outraged. I am so utterly pissed. I can't even explain to you. Heaven help the entire universe if anything ever happens to my son. I don't even know how. My heart goes out so much to Trayvon Martin's family. Because no mother should ever, ever, ever have to bury their child based on the fact that he was wearing a hoodie, carrying a soda, and Skittles. I mean, come on. What was George Zimmerman thinking? So his mothers of black children, don't protect them. Raise them. Let them know that the world is against you. Let them know that you have to stand your ground. You need to get involved. You need to come together as a community. You can't belittle and berate your neighbors, your fellow community members. You need to come together as a community and raise them right. Right. I love him. He doesn't know what's going on. And when I told him, we took pictures with our hoods on and posted on Facebook. And when he asked me, like, why are you doing this, Mama? And I explained to him, he started crying. An 8-year-old can feel the sadness. Well, why would a boy get shot just because he's wearing a sweatshirt? I don't know, baby. I can't tell you that. And it's really sad that I can't explain that to my son, but all I can do is tell him that he needs to be aware and understand the world we live in. Because it's frightening. I necessarily don't even... When he gets older and he goes out with his friends, like the other mother was saying, she watches the clock. Of course, he's 8. I don't do that now. But when he gets older, that is a fear that I'm going to face on a regular basis. I have the fear of not only giving him the tools to succeed and to survive, but I also have the fear that he's going to be discriminated against. No matter how much college education he gets, he may not be able to get a job. He may not be able to live in this world just because he is a black male. And it's time that we come together and educate our kids and just be a community. Thank you.
Justice! Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Guys, now, I hope y'all haven't thrown away them Skittles packets. All right, remember everybody, if you got a Skittles packet, make sure to eat the Skittles, okay, because we're not trying to feed anybody who ain't got our best interest in hand. So y'all eat them Skittles, or give it to a child, but keep the wrapper and give the wrapper to me. We got some petitions going around. Has everybody signed up for petitions? Yeah. Hold your hand up if you got a petition in hand. All right? If you have not signed a petition, now keep your hands up. Keep them up. If you have not signed a petition yet, find somebody that has a petition and sign it. And we will send it to the proper people so we can make sure that we have our voices heard. All right.
What do we want? Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
Unfortunately, because of time restrictions, I'm going to only have 90 seconds. And so are the people behind me, so I'm going to have to just go off.
Woo!
Y'all know the name of the town where this happened? Thank you. Say it again? Okay, guess what my first name is? Thank you. Exactly. And I'm the son of the former president of the NAACP here in Portland, Oregon. And when I see all these people coming out here, because of this case, it just gets me to take my father's spirit over and tell you, hell no, we're not going to take this anymore. Now young people are dying every day, and I know the statistics are put out by Chicago, and I know all about the deaths that go on in New York. We got to do something right here. All right, I'm telling you, because of who I am, because of who my father is, I've suffered the equal kind of the kind of torture that these people put up to me. Look at me, huh? Take a look at me. Am I a monster? Okay, am I a monster because I did what Cuba Gooding Jr. body double stuff in the movie making here? Am I a monster because I was the top model before that in 1995, 1996? Or am I a monster because I had no bail for a time? I had no bail. $1 billion couldn't get me out of jail. I don't even want to hear it. Sam Adams, y'all go to your videos. Y'all see me back in with the Aaron Campbell shooting when I went up in Sam Adams' face and I told him that we had enough of this. Right?
Yeah.
We had it. We had enough of this. And finally, we got justice for Aaron Campbell. Okay? Yeah, so we got to keep going on. I want my justice, too. I know some of y'all want your justice, too. I'm asking you to support me because that's the only way to get it done. I've already approached the Justice Department. And I've already told them my story. And guess what? They confirmed. They said, yes, your civil and constitutional rights have been violated, but those people have dropped the ball. They dropped my case. They want to keep it silent. They don't want you to know. Yeah. They don't want you. They run it scared. Okay, and I don't want you to run scared because we're done running scared.
Yes.
Let's get up in their face. I want to meet you all down at the Justice Department to demand justice because, they're not going to give it to them in Florida, in Sanford. They're not going to give it to Sanford here. We got to go demand it. I'm telling you, I already won the case. We just got to go collect the check. Now, y'all coming with me or what?
Yes.
Monday, when they open, raise a shine. Let's get down there and demand it. I went to my first Occupy Portland. Because they was asleep. They didn't even know about it. They didn't know about Trayvon. They know now.
Justice!
Occupy Portland.
Justice! What do you want?
Justice!
What do you want?
Now!
What do you want?
Justice!
What do you want?
Now!
What do you want?
Justice!
What do you want?
Now!
Can you all hear me? All right, I'll be brief. There's probably only two things that we, as individuals or as communities, can have absolute control over. One, the principles on which we choose to live and identify, and two, become ready every day, ready to fight for them.